The Punjab Chief Minister says, and I quote, "This is a farm bill which is a result of a Shiromani Akali Dal backed central government. Their strategy is Kisan Maru, Punjab Maru." Now, this is of course in Punjabi, so I'm sure you would know more the meaning of this word. So would you like to tell us what he has accused you of, and then perhaps your response?
For the longest time, Congress was synonymous with corruption. But I think Captain Amrinder Singh is synonymous with dhoka in Punjab. If you ask anybody on the road, the amount this government has lied to people. I mean, just take this classic example. You heard the minister on the floor of the house who said that when the consultations were going on with all state chief ministers for these very ordinances, Captain Amrinder Singh was part of 3 of those discussions where he concurred. There are minutes and video recordings of Niti Aayog meetings which took place where Finance Minister of Captain Amrinder Singh attended all the way in Mumbai and he concurred. And why would they not concur? Because here I have the manifesto of 2017 of Captain Amrinder Singh in Punjab, which was delivered and inaugurated by no less than Dr. Manmohan Singh, which clearly states that all these things in the ordinances are going to be implemented in Punjab, and you'll be shocked to hear that he's failed in every promise of this manifesto. The one promise he has kept 4 months after he came into power, that in the Punjab legislature an act was made and passed, and these very same ordinances till date for the last 3 years are an act in Punjab. Secondly, in 2019, Congress manifesto of Rahul Gandhi clearly states that if they come into power, they will do exactly the same what these ordinances are saying. Now you tell me, if it's in the state manifesto, it's in the central manifesto, obviously Captain Amrinder Singh had to concur, and if he has not concurred and the minister's lying, please move a privilege against him. Please tell if even today you have not got this exact same legislation in Punjab for the last 3 years. So the people who tell lies and mislead people are those who have done something else in Punjab. They are opposing it in Parliament, their MPs, and when it comes to voting, they walk out. This is the lies and this is the double face of Congress.
I think we'll have to get in a response from either Captain Amrinder Singh on the allegations, because these are very damning allegations and very serious ones at that, Mrs. Badal. My question to you now is, and we'll talk about farmers because you're representing their cause. How much damage, realistically speaking, in your political wisdom, is this new law going to do to the farmers? How much? What's your calculation? Because, you know, the government on its part says there's absolutely no damage at all. You are just greeting a new law with skepticism. You're not allowing change.
I don't think either the government or me or the farmers can foresee what's going to happen in the future. But yes, what is happening in the present is that farmers feel that there is going to be monopoly, there is going to be corporatization. To put it simply, like Sukhbir said in his parliament speech, which a rustic farmer gave an example to us when we held dialogues with them for last 1.5 months. They've been sitting outside my house gheroing it. Ki Jio came in, they gave free phones. When everybody bought the Jio phones and got dependent on it, the competition was wiped out. Jio jacked up their rate. This is exactly what the corporates are going to do. How do I convince them? They can only be convinced if the people making the rules hear them out and ask them that what can we put in. Does this ordinance say that your MSP will always remain? Does the ordinance say that no purchase will take place before MSP? I mean, lots of things are verbal, and those verbal assurances are not working with some of the farmers.
Now, Mrs. Badal, how would you respond to your neighbouring state? Here you've got a Deputy Chief Minister who does not seem to oppose, but at the same time says, I will make sure that MSP never goes. Well, the government is also saying that MSP will never go. In fact, we will bring more, products in the ambit of the MSP.
Well, I don't think MSP can afford to go. There is MSP even today, and in large parts of the country, the farmers don't even get anything close to the MSP price. That too is a reality. Now, tomorrow, whether MSP stays and whether the government decides that procurement is better through the private yards because they get better quality and they are paying a better price to the farmers. Whether they decide to change that, nobody knows. All that the farmers know today is that the existing systems are very good. They are tried, they are tested, they have the faith and the trust of the farmers. They wanted to carry on the way it is. So if we're making it for the farmer, please leave the choice to him. Hear him out and give him the choice.
Okay. Mrs. Badal, my two last questions. Number one, the Modi government is now saying that this is nothing but a misinformation campaign carefully crafted by the opposition. You also think and perceive this as anti-farmer. I want to know, Mrs. Badal, from you, do you think that Narendra Modi's policy is anti-farmer? Because he has backed this move. Do you think Modi's strategy is anti-farmer?
If Prime Minister Modi's policies were anti-farmer, believe me, Shiromani Akali Dal would not have been a part of their government for 6 years. So please get that out of your head. I think Prime Minister Modi is working day and night to take this country ahead. But yes, a little bit more of communication with the stakeholders is required. A little bit of more communication with the people or the parties involved with those stakeholders is required. The communication needs to be improved at every level, and improvement will only facilitate things to make things smoother and better. But to say that he's anti-farmers, I definitely disagree with that.
Is that the reason why you have left the door ajar while you may have resigned as
farmers are the backbone, but yes.
Yeah, Mrs. Badal, is that the reason why you have left the door ajar, that you have may have resigned as a minister, but you have not left the alliance? Perhaps a little harvest of hope.
I have resigned as a minister yesterday to stand in solidarity with my farmers and vote with them, in favor of them, because I believe they did not get a hearing which they deserve. The way forward is what my party is going to decide. I'm just a very small worker of the party. This is decided by the party high command and the core committee. The road ahead will be decided by the party and not by me.